We are now live now.
To my fellow public servants in the government, to the viewers, guests, welcome to DPWH Davao de Oro First District Engineering Office. We are again present here today for the private conference for the procurement of civil works under invitation to bid number 2024-006. We are live via YouTube live streaming in compliance to Department Order number 06 series of 2024. Before we proceed, I request the Secretariat for a roll call and acknowledge guests present.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Acknowledging the presence for today's private conference for civil works conducted on February 6, 2024. Present here are BAC Chairperson, Madam Eva M. Del Piero,
Present.
our BAC Vice Chairperson, Madam Catherine Isabria, our BAC members, Engineer Elmo R. Vasquez, and Engineer John Jeffrey, Engineer Carla Antonio de Guzman. We also have here our lab secretariat headed by Engineer Eric Valdez and Lucena M. Guarma. Our PWG headed by Architect Chan B. Galera,
Present.
together with Engineer Lainite M. Perez and Engineer Maria Shelby S. Hukia and Engineer Dimbol E. Salamanca. From Planning and Design Section Representative, Engineer Joey S. Sala, and Ms. Ledesma Siranion. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ala. With the presence of the BAC Chairperson and the BAC Vice Chairperson and with majority of the BAC members present, I hereby declare a quorum and call this meeting to order. We have here the preset agenda for this activity, private conference for civil works, and I hear from the body if there is an additional agenda for this morning's activity. The additional. Since there is none, may I know the pleasure of the body?
I move for the adoption of the agenda.
It has been moved by Engineer Guzman and seconded by Sanria. And with no objection, the motion to adopt this private conference for 8 projects is hereby approved. And first in the order of business is the explanation of basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration. This will be presented to us by the planning and design section.
The Department of Public Works and Highways, Davao de Oro, First District Engineering Office, Nabunturan, Davao de Oro through its Bids and Awards Committee, BAC, invites bidders to submit bids for the infra projects, wherein GPPD's Circular Number 6/2019 dated July 17, 2019 specifically Section 2.5 applies to wit.
Good morning, everyone. For the invitation to bid, uh, first contract is the construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Tibagon, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The contract ID number is 24LA001. The location is in Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The scope of work is construction of complete 13.5 meter by 12.5 meter two-story barangay hall with embankment, concrete works, doors, and windows on analog frame, one unit 12-seater conference table, ceiling, spandrel type, painting works, plumbing works, tile works, roofing works, metal railings, steel works, electrical works, air conditioning unit, water pump station, and fire extinguisher. Site preparation and embankment shall be undertaken by GLG. The approved budget for the contract is 7,920,000 pesos, and the source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP PIP. The contract duration is 210 calendar days only. The size range is small b, license category CND, and the cost of bid documents is 10,000. So this is the uh, site location of the proposed project. This is the vicinity map, and this is the perspective view of the proposed project in Pantukan. This is the ground floor plan having a area of 13.5 meters by 12 meters. This is the second floor plan. These are the elevations. Yes. And this is the geotag photos taken during the site validation. The second contract is construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Kingking, Pantukan, Davao de Oro, having a contract ID of 24LA0026. Location is in Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The scope of work is construction of 16 meter by 30 meter covered court with concrete bleacher at two sides, include lighting fixtures, electrical works, and painting works. The site preparation shall be undertaken by the LGU. The approved budget for the contract is 9,900,000. The source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP VIP, and the contract duration is 180 calendar days only. Size range small b, license category CND, and the cost of bid documents is 10,000. This is the proposed site location of our project in Pantukan, and this is the vicinity map. This is the site development plan of our project. And this is the perspective view of the project. This is the floor plan of the uh, covered court. And this is the typical side view elevation of our project. This is the geotag photos taken during our uh, site validation. Then our third contract is construction of multi-purpose building, Pangi National High School, Barangay Pangi, Maco, Davao de Oro. The contract ID number is 24LA0027, location, Maco, Davao de Oro. The scope of works, construction of one unit, one-story three classroom with toilet attached, and one unit, one-story 2CL with toilet attached, including painting works, electrical works, carpentry, and joinery works, window grills, and tile works on toilet. The approved budget for the contract is 6,930,000. The source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP-BIP. The contract duration is 180 calendar days only. The size range is small b, license category C and D, and the cost of the documents is 10,000. This is the perspective view of our project in Pangi National High School, and of course the location of. This is the floor plan of our project. The second building floor plan. Yes. This is the Jota photos taken during our site validation. The next contract is construction of. Sorry.
Good morning, everyone. For the fourth contract, the name of the contract is Construction of Revetment along the Lapinigan Creek, Barangay Cabuyuan, Mabini, Davao de Oro. The location is in Barangay Cabuyuan, Mabini, Davao de Oro. The scope of works include construction of reinforced concrete revetment, construction of floated riprap for backflow protection, construction of mattresses for store protection, and construction of access road. And this is the location map of the project. Showing now is the facility map and our typical details for revetment. This is the job tab photos for the project.
So the next contract is construction of multi-purpose building, Purok 13, Barangay Magnaga, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The contract ID is 24LA0030, location, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The scope of work is construction of 30 by 16 curb type gym and one 12-meter by 6-meter stage with electrical and two sets of movable basketball goals. The approved budget for the contract is 6,930,000. The source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP-BIP. The contract duration is 180 calendar days only. The size range is small b, license category C and D, and the cost of the B documents is 10,000. So as you can see in our presentation, this is the site location of our project, and this is the vicinity map. This is the perspective view of our project, the covered court gym with stage. So this is the floor plan of our covered court. This is the floor plan also of our stage. The elevation different elevation of the stage. And this is the Jota photos taken during our site validation. The next contract is construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Tagugpo, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. Contract ID 24LA0031, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The scope of work, construction of two-story satellite office with concrete works, doors and windows and other frame, one unit 12-seater conference table, ceiling, spandrel type, painting works, plumbing works, tile works, roofing works, metal railing, steel works, electrical works, air conditioning unit, water pump station, and fire extinguisher. The approved budget for the contract is 7,920,000. The source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP BIP. The contract duration is 210 calendar days. The size range is small b, license category C and D, and the cost of B documents is 10,000. So as you can see in our presentation, this is the site of our proposed project. The vicinity map and the perspective view of our barangay hall, a satellite barangay in Tagugpo. This is the ground floor plan, and this is the second floor plan and the different elevation. So this is the JOTAG photos taken during our site validation. The JOTAG is 7.26178 degree north and 126.091 degree east. So the next contract is rehabilitation, completion of multi-purpose building, Mainit National High School, Nabunturan, Davao de Oro. The contract ID is 24LA0032, Nabunturan, location Nabunturan, Davao de Oro. The scope of work is repair of covered court gym, pedestal columns, gutter, roofing, roof framing, and stage walls, painting of concrete slabs, fiber cement boards, doors, and rusted roof framing. The approved budget for the contract is 2,970,000 only. The source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP BIP. The contract duration is 152 calendar days. Size range is small b. License category C and D, and the cost of the documents is 5,000. This is the location map of our proposed project and the vicinity plan. This is the perspective view of our gym. This is the ground floor plan of the school building. This is the JOTAG photos taken during our site validation. So as you can see, there are cracks on the walls that needs to be repaired. So our next contract is construction of multi-purpose building, Purok, Santa Teresa, Barangay, Magnaga, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. Contract ID is 24LA0033. Location, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The scope of work is construction of 30 by 16 meter curved type gym and one 12-meter by 6-meter stage with electrical and 2 sets movable basketball goal. Site preparation and location of electric posts will be undertaken by LGU. The approved budget for the contract is 6,930,000. The source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP VIP. The contract duration is 180 calendar days only. Size range small B, license category C and D. The cost of the documents is 10,000. This is the proposed location of our project. This is the vicinity map, and this is the perspective view of the project. This is the floor plan of our covered court. And this is the floor plan also of our stage. The different elevation of our stage. So that's thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Salamanca and Ms. Laniua, for your explanation and detailed presentation of the projects to be procured by the interested bidders. Next, in the order of business, the requirements of bidding documents.
Requirements of bidding documents. All documents required, including the instructions to bidders, the general conditions of contract, special condition of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms, and bid security are all uploaded to GoJet's website and our website at the DPWH. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders from the procurement unit at the DPWH Davao de Oro First B of Nabunturan Davao de Oro, and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, PhilJets, and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Documents to be submitted by the bidder. The following documents should be included by the interested bidders in their bids. For the technical component of the bid, A, eligibility documents such as PhilJet's certificate, B, PCAU license and registration, C, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, SLCC only, NFCC computation and statement of total assets and total liabilities, D, joint venture agreement, if applicable, E, technical documents such as bid security, project requirements such as the organizational chart for the contract, list of contractors' personnel, list of major equipment, and omnibus statement, which is 10 items. For financial component of the bid, A, bid form, B, bid prices and the bill of quantities, C, detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals, D, cash flow by quarter. These documents should be submitted using the envelope system. Bidders are urged to only fasten the documents at the topmost portion instead of binding them. Each document should be ear tagged appropriately. There shall be 3 copies of documents: the original copy, copy 1, and copy 2. The original copies of technical component of the bid shall be sealed in one envelope, and the original copies of financial component of the bid shall be sealed in another envelope. These envelopes should be labeled as original copy of technical component and original copy of financial component respectively. These labeled envelopes shall be sealed in one envelope and labeled it as the original copy of the bid. The same procedure applies to copy 1 and copy 2. Lastly, the original copy, copy 1 and copy 2 of the bid shall be sealed in one final envelope, submitted here in conference room, second floor, DPWH, First District Engineering Office, Nabunturan, Davao de Oro. Bids can also be submitted electronically through electronicbees_Compostela Valley and dpwh.gov.ph. Please be reminded, key personnel, there should be no overlapping or no dual functions, especially in project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and safety officer. Tax identification number should be indicated in your bid documents. It will be needed during the award of contract. Financial documents should be written legibly. Discrepancies of bid prices between figures and in words will prevail. Bids not addressing or providing all the required items in the bidding documents, especially in the bill of quantities, the bid will be considered as non-responsive. Always check your documents before submitting to avoid disqualification. All bidders should update their Projects Contractor's Profile application as mandated and in accordance to Section 8.5.2 of 2016 IRANG Files of RA 9184 and the DPPD Resolution Number 150, 2021. In addition to our bidding documents, bidders are required to include in their technical documents the affidavit of site inspection with proof of evidence of actual visit of the area. This is to avoid problems during the implementation of the project. As per Back Resolution Number 071 Series of 2023. Criteria and procedure for eligibility check. Criteria and procedure for eligibility check that are set forth in Section 23 of the revised implementing rules and regulations of RA 9184. All prospective bidders should have updated their class of documents. These documents were already discussed by the Secretariat during the opening of bids. The bank will check the eligibility result of contractor's profile application from Procurement Service of Central Office and simultaneously conduct the eligibility check and preliminary examination of the technical components of the bids. Bidders who are found eligible and at the same time pass the preliminary examination of their technical proposal and financial proposal, the committee will read the bid amount stated in the bid form. Strike policy.
Thank you. We are now through with Agenda 1 and its subsections. We will now proceed to Agenda 2, which is the questions, comments from the bidders or from the viewers, and the replies of the BAC and other representatives of the procuring entity. Is there any comments? So there is none. So we will proceed to other matters. The three-strike policy against violation of Section 69.1.I of the IRR of RA 9184.
The three-strike policy against violation of Section 69.1.I of the IRR of R 9184 and the following administrative sanctions enumerated as follows. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cause as determined by the Bids and Awards Committee concerned. B, a bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cause as and determined by the fact concerned. C, bidders submitting insufficient or defective bid documents, such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. D, other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding as determined by the concerned fact, provided that these acts have been indicated or discussed in the instructions to bidders, bid bulletin, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. The following administrative sanctions on the erring contractor for violation of free strike policy: for the violation or strike a first warning, for the second strike, a second warning, for the third strike, which together with the first two strikes constitutes the first offense against the free strike policy, an administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH for the second offense, that is, the second set of three strikes committed by the bidder, an administrative penalty of suspension for 2 years from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH. The following administrative sanctions on the erring contractor for
Since the free-strike policy will presented, so we will now proceed to the last agenda, a summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued, and it will be presented to us by Engineer Valdez, the procurement head.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
Morning.
All agenda for pre-bid conference are well explained and discussed by the Secretariat. Prospective bidders are advised to visit anytime our website for any supplemental bid bulletin issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Valdez, and all the needed information has already been discussed with detailed presentation. So, what is the pressure of the body? It has been moved by Ma'am Sangria and seconded by Engineer Guzman. And with no objection, the motion to adopt this agenda is hereby approved. This conference, pre-bid conference, is now adjourned. Thank you everyone for listening and also for the viewers. Thank you.